Alright, fellas. So, that's not my intro. It's not alright, fellas, or it's just, I don't really have an intro. But I know in one of my videos in the description, if you read the description, which I doubt you did, because you never read the description. No one does. But it was the one, YouTube is dying or YouTube is dead. I can't remember what I called it. Whatever. One of the two. I took a lyrics from a Congratulations by PewDiePie and just made them in my mind. Why am I telling you about the description? Just go read the description. It's not even that long. Anyway, this video is not just for me to talk about the description of my video. This, oh, by the way, I'm getting a little sick, so sorry if my voice is like, you know, fuck a you. Anyway, it's pretty late when I'm recording this. It's like 10:30. Why I'm recording this so late, I don't know. Hopefully I'll have it done and edited by then, with the time to upload it today, or if not today, then like at 12 o'clock tonight. Who knows? Who cares? I care. I don't do really heavy editing on my videos. Sometimes I do. This is not the meaning of this video. So, I said to my friend a couple days ago, like, hey, I'm going to tell a story, and you're going to be involved in it. And, you know, I never actually made that video. Not yet. So here I am. And it's not much a story. It's hard to fucking explain. It's a pretty sad, depressing story. So, anyway, not really. I don't know how to explain what this is. Anyway, this takes place in 2017. It was November. I remember because they're like September to December of 2017. I was really fucking depressed and sad, and it was just not a good time for me. And I think my two friends noticed that. Mark from the other two stories, and douchebag from a lot of stories ago, like a while ago actually. I'm gonna change his name. He's not a douchebag. I mean, he's still a douchebag for that, but he's not a douchebag for this. So let's give him a new name. What shall we name him? Let's name him Jack. We have Mark and Jack now. Mark and Jack are my best friends. My bestest of friends. So, Mark and Jack, okay, they were there with me this day, like every day. We were just sitting at lunch, and, you know, I was just sitting there being all fucking depressed with my head down, laying there, not eating, just, like, fucking, like, wanting to die, because it's how I was. I was like, I want to die. And I think, actually, I, like, low-key started crying. I don't know if they noticed that, but if they did, then props to y'all. Y'all noticed. If they didn't, well, so fucking be it. Who cares? This is later on in the day, though. Why I started with that, I don't know, because I'm retarded. Because I, low-key, actually, I forgot what story I was telling here. I was like, what am I telling? Because there's multiple that happened during this time period. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll tell this one. And I'm like, wait, that's not the one I'm telling. I'm telling the one before that. So, let's jump back a bit to, it was right after second period. So I was heading to my third period, and my third period was science. And my teacher, my science teacher, she was aight. She was kind of an asshole, but kind of cool. It was hard to explain. We had a love-hate relationship. She was nice to me on some times, and other times, you know, she'd be a complete dick to me. So, on, you know, this day, I was just not fucking feeling it, right? I was pissed off, I was sad, I just, like, was not feeling it. Usually I'd say hi to her in the morning. I walked up, and she said hi, and, you know, I didn't answer, so she waved me over there. I was like, no, I'm going to class. She's like, class will start to like 5 minutes. Like, I don't care, I'm going in, just let me go, just let me be. And so I walk in, okay, and she's giving me this fucking stare, like, you bitch. I'm like, asshole. I didn't call her an asshole. In my head, I did. But I didn't say that. So I go inside, I slam my fucking stuff down on the desk because, you know, I'm a pissed off little prick, fucking 13, being all sad and shit. Gotta make sure everyone knows it. Gotta make sure everyone knows how pissed off I am. So I slam my shit down. She's like, hey, don't do that. I'm like, y'all can't see what I did. I just turned around and fucking gave my wall a death stare. Yeah, fuck you, wall. Fuck you, you blue bitch. My wall's blue, for those of you that don't know. That's not important. I fucking gave her a death stare and just sat down. And we had bell ringers, right? We still have bell ringers, but we did a daily bell ringer thing. And I just sat my shit down, sat down, and just fucking put my head down. I did not do it. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. She walks in, doesn't really check what I'm doing. Because, to be honest, she never did. They never did. None of our teachers did. They didn't really check her shit. They just walked in. So it's like, you could pretend you did something, and they'd be like, oh, I put it up. So, I'm sitting there with my head down, fucking being all sad. And she, walks by. He's like, hey, do your work. It's like, no. I'm like, I did it. I lied to her. I was like, I fucking did it. So she's like, oh, okay. And then she goes to her desk. All right, I'm just sitting there. Everyone, I can't remember who I sat with at the time. I think I sat with a couple buddies of mine. So, whatever. We're all just sitting there. They're like, you didn't do it. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm not going to do it either. And so, she starts, the fucking day. She did this thing where she had us read off our answers in front of the class. I hated that because I don't like to speak in front of people. Surprisingly, considering I make YouTube videos, I know. So, she decides to have me read mine off, and I'm like, I'm not reading it. She's like, why not? I'm like, because I don't want to. She's like, well, you have to. I'm like, no, I'm not reading it. She's like, what is wrong with you today? I'm like, I'm not in a good mood. Leave me alone. She's like, no, you're going to read this. I'm like, no, I'm fucking not going to read it. And so, she gets mad at me at this point. She's like, you're going to do your work, or, like, you're going to get a bad grade. I'm like, I don't care. You can fucking fail me. I am not doing this shit. And then, she says it one more fucking time. I'm like, I'm pissed. So I just get up, fucking leave my shit, and just walk out of the room. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not in a good mood. Let me be. So I fucking walk out of the room. Alright, everyone's fucking staring at me at this point because I'm making a scene. I'm like all fucking pissed off and flustered and embarrassed because that's how I be. People look at me, I'm like, fucking look away, you cunts. So, I walk out of that fucking room. I'm like, no. Great fucking wording. Sorry, I'm retarded. I don't think I should use that as a fucking way to... You know what? Whatever. Y'all know I'm offensive. If me saying I'm retarded offends some of you, then... Sucks to suck. You're on the wrong channel then. I'm offensive. So I fucking walk out, go to the bathroom, and just fucking sit there. Right? Just sit there on my phone, doing practically nothing, because I did have data at the time, so I was probably just like going to Instagram or some shit. This is back when I'd recently made my Instagram, so if you go back to my old post on my Instagram from like November, yeah, at that time I was pretty fucking depressed. You could probably see it in like some of my photos. I remember one, it's like took a photo at a museum or a fucking something. I took a photo somewhere, and I look dead inside. I still look dead inside. Everyone tells me this. I just less dead inside. So this is basically another skipping class story. So this time I was depressed and sad and pissed off and wanted to fucking die. So, she sends one of my friends to go look for me and then walk into the bathroom. He's like, Hard, are you in here? I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, what the fuck you want? And he's like, you don't gotta fucking be pissed at me. It's like, dude, I'm pissed at everyone right now, right? I'm fucking done. So he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing, just don't worry about it. So he's like, are you coming back? I'm like, no, I'm staying here. She can fucking do her bullshit work lessons. And I basically did. I stayed there until my next period. And even a little into that, I was fucking late to that. I didn't get sent to the office. I guess she sort of understood, like, oh, he's kind of pissed off at the moment and, like, going through a rough patch. Because the next day, she pulled me aside, like, hey, what was wrong with it? Like, can I fucking help? So, she actually wasn't that much of a dick, to be honest. Just, she pissed me off sometimes. So, I just basically told her everything that was wrong. People, and the main thing that I decided not to tell her, what was the fucking root of the cause, was some fucking girl. Literally. So this girl's like a good friend of mine, and her brother said that she likes me, and I high-key liked her, but yet, why don't you just ask me out then, like, fucking Jesus Christ, man, y'all are confusing. Anyway, so that was this extremely long story that should have been short, but I'm retarded. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button. Smash the like button. I never said that. Like, comment, subscribe. Unless you don't want to, then just don't. Sorry about my sick voice. It's probably gonna get worse. So, fucking sucks to suck. But yeah. Peace out, fellas.